Welcome back to the Freedom Foes show. And last we left off, I think everybody was planning a lot. No, wait.
Not
No.
actually.
Planning a lot.
Oh, no, wait. No,
We're
no,
setting
I
up
remember.
A lot.
No. We were
Ghost-
setting up to plan a lot.
Ghost Spider was hitting the streets. So what exactly do you want to find out, Nico?
Oop,
Where's Nico?
well, I want to find... I'm here, I'm right here.
Good. What are you
Uh,
doing to the streets?
I hit the streets in order to find, or to attempt to find, general information about the museum, where the exhibits are and whatnot, and if there is time, even check out the museum itself.
Oh,
Like
you
go
go
inside,
to
pretend to be
a
a tourist and look out.
you go to a local tourist information center. Those things exist.
Yes.
That's actually not something you need to. Well, let's say. What are you gonna do? Are you gonna research, or are you gonna ask people if they can give you information?
I'm going to ask first, because that's my forte.
Okay, then roll persuasion.
Ooh,
oh boy.
you're the face.
No, he's not.
Oh boy,
That's
oh
Mind
boy.
Blade.
Where is it? Oh crap baskets. This is going to not go well.
For some reason, the local clerk doesn't seem to like you and just like hands you a brochure and then goes off somewhere. She's very busy with something. He's like, here you go, sir. Now I'm gonna have to go on my break, and she leaves. And there's nobody else there to help you anymore.
Wow, that was cold.
Does he report this to Mindblade?
Also, what
Yeah,
you
yes,
got was a generalist tourist information brochure. It's basically a visitor's guide to Emerald City.
Alright.
We have a museum.
Actually,
fun
no,
find.
you didn't load that roll. Let's just say it's a generalist brochure on local touristic sites, but cultural sites.
Okay.
Like museums and
question
monuments and what have you.
Okay, question
But
then,
it's
do I
general.
have enough time? Okay. Do I have enough time to check out our target, the museum, see where it is, where everything is, and whatnot?
Actually, I think Good Day has already beaten you to the punch, haven't you, Spuffnum?
Yes, wasn't that what we discussed even in the...
Yeah, that's true.
Ah, fantastic stuff. Okay, I have done my meager dues.
No, hold on. First off, I'm gonna get into what Spuffnum's doing. I'm gonna get back to you in a moment. Also,
Yes,
Spuffnum, Good Day arrives at the museum, and you notice that the museum has been completely closed off. There's like yellow tape all around the perimeter, and you notice that there's a lot of police squad cars. There seems to be some sort of police investigation going on. Huh.
Heh.
What now?
I'm still writing this down, so...
Clever.
What to do?
So, SWAT cars and police, an investigation.
Yes, exactly.
Okay. Well... It might not be such a bad idea to actually go and ask what has happened here. He will
How will you address? Show up.
he will be in
Tell me everything.
in that he will maybe not even have changed from that costume he had in that restaurant thing.
It's good.
And he will go to So there are probably some police officers. And
Yes, of course.
so
They're like guarding the perimeter, making certain no people like try to get in.
He will actually go ahead and go to one of the police officers who
Okay.
seems maybe not that busy and stuff, and he will.
You
ask-
approach a black woman in her mid-30s.
Okay, so Kirionox will ask. Could you tell me what has happened here? I was planning on going to one of the exhibitions, and I found this place closed off like this.
I'm sorry, sir, but you can't enter right now. There's an investigation going on. There was an item that has been stolen last night. Oh, are you all right? Whoever was that noise?
What?
Yeah, that's me.
Oh, okay.
So it's probably an expensive item if this place has to be closed off like this.
Yes, there's quite an expensive investigation going on, but don't worry. If you come back tomorrow, the place will probably be open again.
Can I maybe read about this? What happened here in the news?
Probably, she says. Probably.
Okay. Bye.
Goodbye.
So let's see. Someone stole our maybe.
Yeah. Yeah.
Alright, now that Spooknum has tried to get something out of the police and failed,
Please, you're now also quiet. So.
Yeah, you sound like you're really far from the mic.
Sorry.
Yes.
Now that Spoofnum has finished talking to the police, did you read what I put in chat, Ramses?
Yes, the police uniform.
You called the designer?
Mhm.
You called...
Humor figured.
I figure he's the best person to call and ask about any other possible designers.
You know what? Actually,
There
that's a
has to be
good
some
point.
kind of
The
designer
designer text message is back that he's heard that recently a new fuck, what would I call again? A new Fables Gang franchise has started up in Emerald City because they heard about all these new supervillains that suddenly have popped up out of nowhere, and obviously they're gonna need costume and gear. So yeah.
And
King Cole being the savvy entrepreneur that he is, of course he would set up a business there.
Excellent.
So yeah,
And
but
I
it's
text him
still
back.
quite new, and he doesn't know what kind of gear they have and stuff like that. So yeah, but he thinks maybe that's a good place to head off to.
Alright, I text him back asking him for the location and telling him that I've wired him $100 for the info.
Okay. He thanks you. He thanks you for the money. Although he jokingly states he would have settled for a date. Ha ha ha.
Nice.
And I text him back and I say, as tempting as that is, you're a little gruff for me. I like mine more sensitive.
He says he gets that, and of course forwards the information to you. Okay, and I'm gonna have to come up with something. Fuck. Give me a moment. Yeah,
Don't you hate me, Ramses?
No, it's okay. I can improvise. But the problem is, I'm not as familiar with Emerald City as I am with Freedom City. Freedom City, I could just go like, and I got something. But yeah, I don't really know Emerald City all that well yet. Hold on, give me a moment. Oh, actually, the Undercity. The Undercity. Yeah, there's actually, funny enough, there's an actual Undercity in Emerald City. It's actually some sort of slums under the city.
Nice.
Wait.
It is a city that a city forgot.
Yeah.
Yes,
Something like
didn't you
that.
read the brochure?
So Emerald City has an Undercity. You mean they have a Sapphire City? No way.
Basically, when there was this bit of flooding, and the city just decided,
Yeah.
let's not clean up, let's build our city on top of the old city.
This is freely available for information, so I can just read it out loud. In the late 1880s, lower lying areas of Emerald City suffered significant flooding and sanitation-related problems, which led to the city authorities covering over, then building atop the old central part of the city closest to the water. This created the maze, where buildings and streets from the 19th century are preserved beneath the city's current downtown area, a ghostly echo of Emerald's past. Today, portions of this once buried secret is the city. Is the city's leading tourist attraction for those with a taste for the macabre and outre. What? Well, weird.
Right.
There you go. And there's actually secretly more below that.
Foolish bedroom. Okay,
So,
good.
I'm not gonna go into details of what's actually going on there, but yes, let's just say that for the time being, the Fables gang has like a small shop there.
Nice.
For the time being,
works for me.
until they can build something bigger.
That works for me.
Okay.
All right, so I'm going to go down there.
Okay, you're going to go there, but I'm gonna have
And,
to stop you there because Nico still hadn't done all of his stuff.
Yes,
Oh,
Nico
okay.
is
I'm
pounding the
sorry.
pavement.
I haven't?
No,
It's your time to shine, my friend.
you can still look. You can still look up some information if you want.
I'd rather actually walk around the museum and the block around the museum, see where we could find, if there are any kind of back alleys we could slip into or use to like exfiltrate, etc., etc.
But as you investigate the area, you discover the same thing that Good Day has discovered, namely that the entire place has been cut off. Do you, because of police investigation. Do you want to learn more about this police investigation, or what? Or are you just gonna look for exits and stuff like you planned?
I'm going to assume that my teammates have done their job and ignore the police investigation.
Okay.
And I'm going to go on my original plan.
I'm gonna need first a stealth followed by a perception. Obviously stealth because you're looking around the museum and there's police there, so I don't think I need to explain why.
Oh boy, let's hope this works. I have a hero point, luckily. 23.
Okay, give me a moment. Yeah, nobody reacts to you. Nobody seems to have spotted you.
And then perception, right?
Yeah, perception.
Okay, coming right up. 15, wow.
Yeah, you seem to run into a little bit of a problem because the building's quite open. So there's no back alleyways or things like that. That's a bit of a problem.
Okay. Alright,
But you've let's say you've spotted a back entrance that might be useful.
Okay. I think that'll do the trick.
Okay, and you think there's actually some you're not certain since you haven't checked on top yet, but you think there might be some windows on the roof.
Okay. Can I go check that? Do I need to roll acrobatics or something like that?
How are you gonna do that?
There are stairs, I assume.
Yeah, but not on the outside.
What about
There's two options.
anything I
Either you try to sneak into the building, or you try to get to a nearby building which is just higher, bigger building. Just get on top and try to see if you can.
I'm not actually going to try and sneak in. I don't trust my rolls, so I'm gonna see if there is a higher building nearby I could use as a vantage point.
Okay, but it seems to be like, let's say you think the one that's like the best for you seems to be some sort of office building, and yeah, if you're gonna use that, obviously you're gonna have to sneak in there. But still, at least there's no police there.
Or something like that.
Come again?
Is there a fire escape or
no
something?
fire escape, no. It's not an apartment building, it's an office building. Big diff.
So people in there may burn to death. Nice.
Yeah.
There's obviously a fire escape. It's just not easily accessible or something. I don't know.
I think I'm gonna pass. Then I don't want to go sneaking about in the.
You could try.
Even if I am in. Yeah, I could
Or you could
try.
just
And,
scale the walls
actually,
or
I could
something.
try.
I don't know.
Actually, I'm gonna do that. Is there anything I could use to like climb the building itself rather than go inside?
Yeah, sure. Your skills.
Good. I'm gonna do that then. So that would be.
You have
acrobatics,
climbing gear, don't you? Didn't you buy some?
Burglary tools, camera, cell phone, gas mask, knife, night vision goggles, shuriken, and a sword. So my
climbing
equipment
tools?
list doesn't show climbing gear unless it was bought before. So I'm going to assume no.
Let's say there is climbing gear in your burglary tools, but they're not really very well equipped to deal with this kind of building. But you can use it, but it will, like, let's say, provide a -2 bonus. But you can use it. -2 penalty, I mean, not bonus.
Okay, so that's acrobatics, right?
No, that's athletics. Climbing is athletics.
I
What,
I
you're
don't
good
like
at that
this.
too?
Yeah.
There you go.
18.
So that's 18. No problems. You're climbing up the building. And eventually you make it. Completely out of breath.
Yay! Okay, so
that building was higher than it looked. You made it.
He just kind of like slumps down on the roof, like dying.
It's evening now. It looked like took you an hour to like climb the building.
That is.
Oh Lord. Okay, so do I get a
Once you come
look down on
you're
the?
very hungry.
Yeah.
And now you may give me a perception roll.
How dare you call yourself Spider Ninja?
This better fucking work. 13. It's even worse than my previous one.
You know what? Never mind. You're actually. It's not like the last time where you were like a bit in a stressy situation because you were sneaking around. Now you're just standing at the top of a building. So let's just say you routine check it. Okay?
Okay. Yeah, that
How
makes sense.
much would that be?
So that'd be 25.
That's an
isn't
18.
it?
That's
no,
an 18
no,
then.
sorry, 18. Yeah.
Yeah, that's an 18 then. Okay, that's actually enough. You do spot some windows, like you thought there are some windows on the roof, which you think you could use to like sneak in there. Okay?
Okay, good.
So yes, you found out some information and ways of getting in there. Now you need to get down.
Oh,
You could always ask a superhero for help or pretend you're gonna commit suicide.
Yes, you can.
Yeah, I was still in that.
Superman! Unfortunately, we don't have a
disguise,
Superman here.
Okay, let's see. Let's say that I'm gonna stand on the edge, looking down.
Really?
Yes. The climb up took almost an hour. I'm not gonna spend another.
So you're gonna keep standing there until somebody notices.
Yes.
Honestly, I would have just called Mindblade and say, "Can you pick me up?"
Yeah, but that would have aroused suspicion. But nah, never mind.
Oh, really? Because he talked.
Dude,
talked-
it's Emerald fucking City. There are tons of people with
Yeah,
superpowers
superheroes
who
are
are
a dime
discovering
in a
them.
dozen.
Seriously?
Yes.
Okay. 1 hour later. Now you're standing there on top of the building, and you're thinking to yourself, I think it's getting a little too dark for people to notice me. It is, after all, late October.
Okay. And at that point, he's like, fuck this, hops off the edge and dials up Mindblade and says, come get me down from this fucking roof.
I assume you hopped off the edge onto the roof, not actually off of the roof.
No,
He was like the
edge onto the pavement.
Mindblade, I'm falling to my death. Could you come pick me up?
I think it would be more like, my dad, I'm for toilet, can you...
Splut.
Down.
You know what? Mindblade is going to call him. How are you doing?
I'm stuck on Yeah, I'm like, oh, not much. Approaching the ground at terminal velocity. You? No, actually, no, obviously he jumped back to the roof.
Or you just respond, meow, meow. Get it? Because you're stuck on a roof.
Wow.
So there.
Are
you gonna?
Mindblade's gonna be like, wait, you're what?
I went to
What
have
happened?
a look. I went to have a look on the museum, and I had to climb a building that was a bitch to climb because it didn't have a fire escape. It took an hour to climb, so could you maybe come pick me up? I'm not climbing down.
Yeah, I'll be there in a minute.
Okay,
And
cool.
you see Mindblade flying in his civvies with the glasses on.
Hold on for a moment. Let's say that Mindblade was like in the Undercity at like the Fables gang shop, and the people there said you were looking like for a police officer's uniform, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Most
Okay.
definitely.
They said
Yes.
whoa, we don't really have that in stock since that's not really a supervillain outfit or anything, but we could make one for you.
How long would it take? The
We don't
designer
really-
said you guys are very good.
Yeah, of course. We work for King Cole. He hires only the best. Let's
Yes,
say
he
because we
does,
don't really
and,
have a lot of customers right now. We've only just like recently started up, and we're not really in a very publicly accessible place. I think we could have it like done like let's say maybe like tomorrow afternoon, maybe around 3 o'clock. What do you say?
Okay, I'll be here.
All right, then he like writes you up a not a bill, just like an estimate of how much it'll cost and stuff like that.
Een factuur.
estimate?
Nee, een factuur in het Nederlands.
No, not really. That's they only give you that when you pay. I really mean an estimate.
Or estimate.
Yeah.
Now that word is going to haunt me for
He
the rest of the
says
evening.
he's going to come back tomorrow.
Okay. And then afterwards, you got your problem with Ghostspire, and you probably go pick him up.
And as I'm flying with Ghost Spider clinging to me, really?
He's just like, no.
Really?
Yep.
Oh dear word.
Yeah, let's do later.
Hey,
Go
we
back
needed
down
to learn
again.
about we needed to learn about the building. I did just that. Just kind of overestimated the difficulty of the climb and the shittiness of my tools.
Okay.
Oh dear word.
Can we move on?
Ghosty, you're killing me.
So,
Yeah, we can move on.
okay, cool. Stefan, were you planning on investigating more into what happened at the museum?
Yes, and I still have that previous assignment to do. I want to use my scrying abilities, but first of all, I need to find a place where I can use for that. For example, are there any public toilets I could use for maybe short term, so I can use my scrying abilities to find a better place?
Let me think for a while. No, but there's another museum nearby which is still open, and you could use the restroom there, for instance. And it's nearby enough.
Or you can just get a coffee at the Starbucks.
But my staff will stand out a little bit, probably. Anyway, so that sounds like a good idea. I'll go to the restroom in the nearby museum and lock its door. I will put on my cloak and staff, and I'll try to find a suitable place for longer-term scrying. If nothing better comes up, I'll look for an empty apartment that doesn't have any pets at home.
Yeah, you don't need to tell me about things you don't need yet. Don't worry.
I don't need yet.
Okay. Good. So, okay, you project your senses into the Museum of Natural History, right?
I was sort of thinking that in case somebody... actually, it probably doesn't... we will probably knock on the door and stuff if I stay here too long and somebody wants to get in. It probably doesn't raise suspicions if I do. If I just stay there, I'll just have to.
I said, don't worry about it.
Yes, let's not worry about it.
So you project your senses into the museum?
Yes.
Okay, give me a perception roll.
Let's see, perception roll.
You don't have to specify where you're going. I just assume you just, like you would personally walk through the museum. I just assume that's what you're doing with your scrying. You just have a stroll to the museum. Correct?
At least that at first. I have a whole list here of things I want to
Okay,
see.
but let's deal with this first then. Yes, what immediately stands out is that the exhibit that seems to have like the most police officers there seems to be an exhibit of gems, and after looking around, you discover that these gems used to be from a private collection of a local entrepreneur, a wealthy woman known as Bethany Hathaway. And it seems one gem has been stolen. One. Actually, no. Let me rephrase that. And that's because Rich's fault that I now have to alter the plot slightly. 3 gems have been taken.
Really?
Tum.
That's
Like I said, it's Richard's fault. In my original plot, there was only 1 gem taken, but now there's 3.
That's almost like
Yes.
Ramses?
ridiculous things that
Yes.
Ramses?
Yes.
I'm gonna kill you.
Aren't you glad you don't have to plan to rob the museum now?
Mm-hmm.
Actually, don't worry about it. That doesn't mean the gems are forever out of your reach. You just have to alter your plan.